Local craft makers have long been a valuable component of grassroots development for Indigenous peoples in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, thus fulfilling both an economic and social purpose at the same time. The craft industry supports rural development by providing additional revenue while also promoting ethnic identity and social heritage.
I've always been fascinated with tribal art, and as I got older I began to learn a lot more about our indigenous or rock art or petroglyphs as we know them. It's really just a fascination with this history and me trying to pay homage to it. So I'm not necessarily taking the exact petroglyphs and just putting them on garments. It's really taking elements from it, like the symbolism, and making it youthful in a way.
I am always using original wood from the island, wood grown on the island. I go to the woodcutter and I would buy pieces from them that they wouldn't use and make the shells. Instead of selling the turtle shell itself, we carve that shell, and that also makes it very much more indigenous.
It has become very important and very necessary for the craft producers to seek that online presence. One, they're going to have to reach out through social media, and in order to do that, there's going to have to be either still photography, video, because you want the persons who are interested in buying your craft to see what you have to offer.
The landscape has changed drastically and will require innovation and creativity. COVID-19 has affected us all. It continues to cripple economies and displace livelihoods, especially across the local craft industry. In recent times, we have seen the need for craft operators to move towards a more effective online presence rather than simply relying on traditional ways of doing business. This in turn will assist craft makers to competitively position their craft while encouraging profitability in an already economically challenging environment.
A lot of people are online and they will sit down browsing, and then like for Instagram, you have these things, maybe a dress, for instance, a crochet dress, let's say a crochet dress. You may be searching and something pops up that somebody did.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, it's nice. And you continue scrolling, and then you get a couple other dresses. But then you realize like, oh, this person is outside of the country. Let me see if I can get somebody locally make it.
Okay.
You may search for a certain hashtag, like made in SVG, crochet in SVG, something like that. And when you go, you realize they're crochet person's hair on island.
Okay.
And you go through the person's work, you see which one you like the best or who you would like to make your item, and you can get a sale just there.
I don't do much of that because most times I would need someone to assist me with that. If I have to be on that, I would lose so much time, I won't be able to produce much.
Okay.
So.
And do you think having an online presence is very important?
Oh yes, oh yeah. In these growing times, we have to think like that now because that's the way the world is headed. And business-wise, we have to do things now that will get our artwork out there.
Craft makers need to carefully strategize and focus on their business or brand authenticity in order to maximize an online presence.
So we're on pretty much everything at Fashion is Pain. So everything from Instagram to Twitter to Facebook. We also have a website which gains a lot of traffic from social media, and we play it back and forth.
We have to create the right brand so that people want to buy our products. It's possible and it's began to happen, so I'm looking forward to, over a period of time and hopefully by next year, that we have that online presence fully established.